Hey guys, Justice here. We're going to be installing a septic system here at this house, and it's a large system. It's a 2,000 gallon tank and about 414 foot of high cap infiltrator chamber, and we brought the Mini up and we dug in around the stub out here so we could see how deep it was, so I know how deep my septic tank's got to be when we put it down here, because I need 4 inches of fall from the bottom of this pipe to the inlet on the tank at a minimum. And what we ran into right here is, as we was digging down trying to find it, there's a lot of water started coming out from under the slab. I guess it followed the bed of gravel to where the sewer line comes to, and it's puddling up right here. So what we're going to do first is we're going to be putting a French drain in from right here, since the water is wanting to drain, give it a way out so it's not a problem later in the future underneath the floor of the house and coming up in the cracks of the concrete. So water's going to take the path of least resistance, just as a chain breaks in its weakest link. So what we're going to do is put in 150 foot of easy flow. It's a styrofoam pellet. Show it to you once the materials get here. It's on order. They should be delivering it. It'll have this corrugated pipe in it, and it's got like a mesh around it, and it's got those styrofoam peanuts in it, and it's a little easier to install than a gravel drain. And I tried reaching out to the builder if he wanted to go ahead and incorporate some gutter drains here too. I'm waiting on his call. I'm gonna get to digging here and see how deep. I'm gonna be at least 15 inches below that pipe, because that easy flow is about 1 foot tall, and that way I can put dirt back over it and still be all right. So we'll just come straight across right here, and that way this water can move on out. And there's a drain pipe down here at the road, and we're going to run it down to that basin right there where it goes into the lake. That way the water off the roof and out from under the floor, as it accumulates, it's got a path to go and just flow into the pond. The tank is 6.5 foot wide, 12.5 foot long, and it's 5'10" tall. And we got to dig the hole about 7.5 by 14. But I was going to show you guys what this stuff here look like. It's the easy flow. So this is what our French drain is going to be out of, and it's got those couplers that hooks this together. So the other thing that we're running into is they're going to probably put gutter downspouts right here in this corner. So we're going to dig that trench wide enough to put this for the drainage under the slab, and we're also leaving enough room on the side to run like a 6-inch PVC to get rid of the gutter downspout water down here, so he can hook 2 or 3 gutter downspouts on that from the roof line up there. And we're about to start digging the tank hole because they wanted to bring it early in the morning, because they have to run to Atlanta to do something and don't know what time they'll be back. But he said if I had it ready, he could bring me first thing in the morning. So we're gonna dig the tank hole. Got a little clean out on this side. Almost on grade. Now that right there would have took probably an hour and a half or more with a Mini, depending on how it handled that big rock right there. But the 160, what, 15 minutes? Took longer to set the laser up and get it measured out. Way faster. pretty much on grade. Got a little bit here to pick up where it falls between the teeth. Ready for that big tank now. That's a big old pile of dirt coming out of that hole. Taller than the mini cab on the other side over there. So we got the 2,000 gallon tank being delivered. So it's a two-piece. This is the top half, and that there's the bottom. Need something to push it with.
I can even go that way just a little bit.
Come this way?
Yeah, just a tad. Let me go get some.
There's one in the back of my truck. He gonna grab a shovel. So these tanks have a baffle on this side right here, and that side there catches the solids, the paper, and it helps filter the water out before it gets over to this side of it, which this side's also got a filter on it. But without that baffle in there, that filter would clog up way more than it would without it. But the filter and the baffle will help keep the lines from clogging up. And this here's that filter that goes on this end of the pipe on the outlet side. This has got the polylock filter. So you take this out. When they like pump the tanks out, they're supposed to wash these out, that screen right here. But when I said it keeps the lines from failing, it don't really keep the lines from failing, but it keeps the lines failing due to paper and solids get out in there, because the screen catches that. Can be other types of failures on the lines, not just from clogs. So this is the this is the inlet side. This hole here is 2 inches higher from the bottom than this one is. So it's an 8-hole box, but you got 7 outlets on it, and they are you put a speed level in it. So we'll be using like 4 lines on this system, and say you put 1 gallon of water in this tank, and when it flows into this box, that 1 gallon of water will be divided by 4, which each filled line will get 1 quart per line. So I'll show you that when we set that water level inside the box. So gonna put the top half on it now. So this is a 2,200 gallon tank. I guess the top fits a 3,000 gallon or 2,200. Yep. Over that way.
front tire, Justice, on yours.
Pretty good on this side. Hey guys, well, got the tank set, got the risers on, our D-box is in, our lines are hooked up. Inspector just came, said we could cover up. We gotta set the water in that first before we do. I'll get that on there too. Those little gray things, they call them periscopes, goes down in the top of the infiltrator chambers. down to the last piece here. There's the end. So this looks like it's gonna rain all day, and it has drizzled just very lightly. And we had our inspection called in for 1 o'clock, but we had a problem on our permit. The other day I got the old permit, they didn't give me the new one that had been amended, so we had to come back and add 20 foot to each line, which was another 80 foot total right here. But everything worked out good. We had enough room. The infiltrator could curve down here, so we had no issues with that. But we did have to run and get more chamber. We had to go pick up 80 more foot. So we're good to go now. Appreciate you guys watching. So I gotta get a little water to set the speed levels on that D-box. So what we got to do here is get them all turned so the water can enter at the same time, by just give them a twist. Get that going. Got them pretty close now, and I'm gonna wait till it stops and see which one stops first. So the water is a true level, and this one's still flowing pretty fast. That and there has stopped. This one stopped. Rotate this and back up just a little. All right, they got them. All right, we're ready to set the lid on this thing. We got them all set equal. So the men chains gonna lift this lid and set on there. Well, that's all there is to it. Appreciate you guys watching, and God bless. Looks like we're gonna beat the rain. Got put some dirt around the tank here and we're done.